Hello, welcome to Elite Weather. My name is Mr. G with your Sunday weather forecast. Good Saturday evening. I hope you guys are having a good night as you make your final Christmas shopping. Hope you guys aren't waiting to the last minute and you're getting your shopping done or your preparations. And hope you guys are having a good weekend out there. As we take a look at our current map and radar, and what we're seeing is those snow showers all over the Midwest here. We're seeing those in the Great Lakes and into portions of the Northeast as well. Up in the corners there is our nor'easter that's been dropping that heavy snow. That's continuing at this hour as well. And then along the Gulf Coast, the lower end, this is the second part of that same storm. It has that front that's down here, and that's spreading showers along the Gulf Coast and the coast of Florida as well. We have a weak area of low pressure off the coast of SoCal, bringing some rain to the coastal section. So if you're out boating out in Southern California, you might see those rain showers out there. And then across the northern plains, the high plains of Montana, and into the northern Rockies, got a little bit of snow out there because we have a developing system up here that's going to play a role in the Christmas holiday as we move through the upcoming work week. Now let's take a look at our satellite, and this is that cold air in place over the Midwest right now, and we're seeing all of the flurries up under this low cloudiness, and down here is our frontal boundary associated with that system up there, and we're seeing that rainfall in those thunderstorms down here off of Texas, the Florida coast. And there's that Southern California system that's going to move back out to sea. Actually, it's not going to come any further on shore, so that's some good news for those guys. So that's a look at our current surface, and you see how great a map looks? That's because of that cold air in the atmosphere, and this is how that cold air shows up on the satellite photo. Looks kind of gray out there. And here's the current temperatures right now. We're seeing the coldness through the northern plains, Minnesota, and the Dakotas. We're seeing those temperatures around zero, a couple of degrees above zero, and one or two places might even be a degree or two below zero. So we're seeing it two below in some locations there, all right? Look at those 20s and 30s and 40s right along the nation's midsection here. We're seeing this is the I-40 corridor. You can see I-40 basically is right around this region here, where those temperatures are mostly in the 40s. We're seeing those temperatures in the 20, in the I-20 and I-30 area, in the temperatures in the 50s, down here in the lower 60s where I-10 is in southern Texas, and right along the Gulf Coast, I-10 heads on over to Jacksonville, Florida, and we're seeing those temperatures in the 60s over that way. I-95 up the northeast there, we're going to be seeing those temperatures go from the 50s down in South Carolina to the lower 30s up near Boston. So that entire length of I-95, well actually I-95 starts in Miami, so we're seeing those temperatures in 75 in Miami. So if you drive down 95 from Boston and go to Miami, you're going to eventually run into 70-degree weather. So isn't that great? I-5 on the West Coast, we're seeing those temperatures in the lower 60s down in San Diego and LA, and you're going to hit those mid-30s once you get to Seattle as you head north on I-5. All right, so that's a look at the temperatures across America right now. And your Sunday morning forecast, we have our developing Christmas storm right here across the northern Rockies. So it's going to start to spread some snow over that way in the morning. We're going to start to see this snow coming to the end across portions of southern Canada, Quebec, and into the Great Lakes here. We're going to be seeing this in Pennsylvania and Ohio. We're going to start to see that lake effect snow, and things are going to dry out across the southeast and along the Texas here, Florida area here. We're going to be seeing that weather dry out down there as well. In the afternoon hours, nice weather across the south. Pleasant day across the south, a little bit chilly in some areas, so don't forget to wear a jacket as you head on out the door. And our developing storm system in the northwest there is going to continue to spread showers across the northern Rockies. All right, so a very snowy day for you folks over there. And in the evening hours, that guy comes a little bit further on the shore, gets a little bit more developed there. You can see that area of low pressure right about there. We're going to be seeing that, and maybe a snow shower down across the southern Rockies as well, as we have these troughs in the area that might create some instability and spark an area of some snow showers down that way. And mostly we're drying out across the Midwest and the Great Lakes and the Northeast as well tomorrow evening. So we're going to start to see all of this stuff come to an end for a couple of days at least. And then we get ready for the Christmas week storm. All right, now I have to be the bearer of bad news to tell you a Christmas week storm. No, we don't want that, right? Really, because a lot of people got to travel and do a lot of things, and we don't want to have that headache. So, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So that's the progress that our storm is going to take as it starts out in the Minnesota area on Wednesday, and then by Thursday it's going to be over Michigan. Then by Friday it's going to be over Pennsylvania, and then by Saturday that guy is going to be off the coast of Maine, and it's going to spread snow, gusty winds, and very cold temperatures in its way along the way. And here we are as we take at the first stop in the Midwest, where we're going to be seeing that heavy snow and those cold conditions in place. So that heavy snow from Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana, Michigan. We're going to be seeing it into Ohio as well. So a very snowy period for you guys as we head in. This is going to be a Wednesday. So Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be seeing that heavy snow across the Midwest. And then as we head into Friday and Saturday, our storm is what's called an inside slider. It's going to take the inside track through the St. Lawrence River Valley, Lake Erie here, Lake Ontario there. It's going to spread heavy snow from portions of Pennsylvania, eastern Ohio, all the way up to Maine and upstate New York. We're going to see those heavy snow, but along the coast, mostly rain. So it's good news for Boston. You're not going to have to shovel snow. You're going to deal with mostly some rainfall. So we'll take that, right? We don't really want that heavy snow for the holiday season, but unfortunately you're going to deal with it across the interior, but you've already dealt with it. So you already have gotten accustomed to it because you dealt with your first one already. And if you're Buffalo, you're really used to it. So alright, so here we are to take a look at the heavy snow that's going to continue to fall off of Lake Erie here as we get lake effect snow. So we're going to see up to 36 inches of snow through Monday as we're going to see that lake effect snow continue in that area. Now as we take a look at snow that's left to come, we're going to be looking at still about 3 to 5 more inches expected to fall over northern Maine overnight tonight. So through the morning hours tomorrow, you have that left to go before it heads on out of your area as well. And let's talk about our winter weather alerts. We have our winter storm warning up here and a winter weather advisory just over my shoulder right there. But outside of that, not anything else to worry about across the Northeast for now. Now, a little bit of different note, we had an earthquake in Texas. How was that? An earthquake in Odessa, Midland. I knew where Odessa. You know what about Odessa and Midland, Texas? Great place for high school football. Good high school football. They have the best high school football teams in Odessa and Midland, Texas. Texas is awesome. I love Texas. And they had a pretty big earthquake. This is a pretty good sized earthquake. 5.4 on the Richter scale. On the 16th, this happened in the evening hours of 5.4 magnitude, just about 4 miles north of Midland, Texas. They had a 5.4 earthquake, and no damage was reported. That is very good news there, because that's a pretty strong earthquake. You'll notice that earthquake of 5.4. I grew up in LA and have went through many earthquakes. The Northridge earthquake, I've had the Whittier earthquake, Big Bear earthquake, several very large earthquakes in my lifetime, my childhood growing up in LA, and that's actually not too bad. So I'm glad that everybody's safe and that there was no damage reported. So that is your weather forecast for the rest of this weekend, and a look ahead again at that we're gonna call it a Texas size. Look ahead at that winter storm for the Northeast and the Great Lakes over the Christmas holiday. It's nice that the maps are no longer showing it as affecting the Deep South like earlier model runs showed, but now I'm not expecting any snow in Tennessee, unfortunately, and Alabama and Mississippi. Earlier model runs did show that, but no, not anymore. Not for now, at least. We'll have to see what happens. When you look further out, some of the models say we might pick up some snow early January down in Mississippi and northern Tennessee, or Tennessee and northern Alabama and stuff like that. But we'll have to see how that pans out. But anyway, Mr. G done yapping for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Likes, comments, subscribe, follow, do what you need to do. I'll see you guys in the next video.